and I'm using this new thing to try to get the audio settled down. This is experimental, so it's not going to be too exciting, but I'm attempting to go live for flying. Most people don't do it live. Most people just do taped segments and then edit them all together. I'm doing this live because I want to try to be able to go live in the helicopter when I'm flying. And this is the best I can do to get both views. So we're just going to experiment, see how it goes. All right, so I'm hoping the audio is better, but whatever. I got to start the engine, so just ride along with me for this, okay? All right. First things, exhaust area clear, rotor blades are clear. All right, temperatures are good. What's that? What about it? I got my headphone on. Okay, good, good, good. So I think we're sounding good, folks. So I'm going to try to attempt to do this. I'm going to set my timer and all that. So just play along with me here while I do this. Okay, now we're going to start the engine, which means I'm going to get it spooled up. Then I'm going to introduce fuel and it'll go. It'll start up. I'll be silent for a while. All right, so that's what we're going to do. All right. All right, here we go. I'm going to start this sucker, and I'm going to do it right now. Now I'm going to introduce fuel. Now it's lighting up. The rotors will start turning. I'm keeping the starter on. You keep the starter motor on and assist the burner. So it's firing up. Once it's got a good amount of torque and rotation, I let the starter off. I keep the starter on until it gets into the green. Starter motor is still on. Still on. Temperatures are good. The first start of the day takes a little longer than usual. Than the other starts, Okay, so I'm in the green. I'm going to turn off the starter motor. There we go. Now I'm going to start the timer and let it warm up for 2 minutes. And while it's warming up, I'm going to set my instruments. Good, good, good. Now we're going to take off out of here and you're going to be with me on it. I'm going to point forward when we do that. So right now things are looking good. So I'm waiting for 1 minute, which is the time to check everything. And then I turn the generator on and turn all my electrical on. So right now, I'm just idling the jet engine for 1 minute while it stabilizes. Then I'm going to turn on the generator and turn up the throttle to flight idle. It's on ground idle right now. We're going to go to flight idle, but it won't take off because I have the blades set flat for their pitch. That is ATIS. That's ATIS. Okay. Now, we got 1 minute, so I'm going to turn the generator on, and now I'm going to turn up the volume here. I'm turning up the engine to flight idle. So the jet is at full flight idle. Now I'm going to turn on my aviation master. Just before I contact tower, I'm going to orient it forward so you can see forward. Again, this is just an experiment. to make sure everything's going well. We're going to ask for an east departure right now. 2980, I just set the altimeter. All right, that's done. Now I'm going to point forward and I'm going to contact the tower. Charlie. Okay, I'm going to go forward now. All right, now we're going to take off from here. Charlie. And we're taking off from the ramp. They're pretty busy, aren't they? All right. All right. Centennial Tower, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel, off and north with Charlie with like an east departure. No. I think they can hear me. I think we have a clear shot. Centennial Tower, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel, off and north with Charlie with like an east departure. Okay. All right, so I got to lift her up and go back. We got to lift up the helicopter, move it back. They can't hear me here. I had to move it over so they could hear me better. Centennial Tower, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel, Alpha North, have Charlie with like an east departure. We have information, Charlie, at Alpha North with like an east departure. All right. Helicopter 480 Tango Hotel will remain east of Alpha at all times. Go east. Okay, now we're going to take off, guys, and we're going to go eastbound. Okay, now we're going to go eastbound, so I'm going to get up here, do a little power check. I'm doing good. Now I'm going to go east. I got to get up over these hangars here. Okay, I'm clearing these hangars, and I'm going to turn eastbound as I told them. Okay, so now we're going to head east. Again, this is an experiment just to see how this live feed does with this new audio I set up, just to make sure you can hear. Doing live from a helicopter is pretty weird. No one goes live. They usually do tapes. I'm trying to do live. Zero Tango to Roger. Looking. He's got somebody on final for 2-8. Got it, got it. All right, thank you. Yeah, okay, gotcha. All right. So now we're heading eastbound out of Centennial Airport. January 2nd, it's live. So now we're just, like I said, going eastbound, and then we're going to probably just have fun out at that little country airport or something. I'm just testing this live capability in my helicopter and this new audio arrangement. It'll be better when I can turn off the tower. I'll turn that off coming up. And then I'll turn it safety frequency where helicopters talk to each other. On course approved after Parker, 0 Tango Hotel, Roger. Okay, he just told me when I get here I can basically do my own thing. So I'm going to switch freaks to a quieter one so I don't have interruptions. There, we're on air-to-air. I'm heading eastbound. And Rob, what's this subdivision below us? Do you know? I don't know either. All right, so let me just give you guys some orientation. We're going east. This right over here is Parker Road. Let me show you Parker Road real quick. Is that Parker? No, is that Parker Road? That's Parker Road, the big long road right there. Then I'm going to go back east. We're going to go out to that fun little playground out there. Now, where do I go, Rob? What heading should I pick up to get to that playground?
Oh, just head towards the white softball.
Yeah, okay. All right. You know that little, I'm talking about the other airport, that little country airport we go to. You know that one we usually go to? So now this is, we're heading east. We're going to go past Aurora. Buckley is on the edge of Buckley right there. Let me see, where's the golf ball? I can't tell what you're looking at, guys. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Aurora Reservoir, we should be looking straight at that. And then this is 470, right, Ron? This is 470, E470, right there. Right there, that big road. And so we're going to go eastbound, and then we're going to get to that little airport out there. Again, this is only a test. I'm not trying to break any records, or there's nothing totally exciting here, but I'm in my helicopter, an Enstrom 480B. It's a turbine helicopter, which means a jet engine. We're cruising at about 100 miles an hour, and we're about, I would say, above ground, let's see, 1,000 feet. Yeah, Chaparral, if you could get it there. Oh, you got to go direct on that here. Why don't you take the helicopter and I'll dial it in. All right, so now my friend Rob took the helicopter. I'm going to dial in this little airport. I'm going to make it so it's Chaparral. What's the identifier? C018. Okay, by the way, I'm going to make it so you can see, I'm going to have different views once I do this, but right now, all I have is one view. C018 will give us this helicopter, oh, it's not coming in on this one. C018 is not coming in on this one. This must be outdated. See, I don't have it. Is it C018, right? Could be zero. Let me try both. CO. I'm going to try CO18. CO, then 18. That could be it. Yeah, because that airport's old enough. It should be on my data. But there it is. Enter, enter. Now we're, okay, so we're going to go direct to Chaparral. And let me, so now we're going to turn, do you see the course line? So we're going to go to that little airport. If you're just tuning in, this is a test. I finally have gotten all the elements together, I believe, to get the audio perfectly, so you can hear me while we're flying in this helicopter. And we're also going to listen to this when we get back. So I want to make sure, Rob, can you talk to see if I can hear you?
Yes. Hello, Mr. Brown. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year. And we're heading to this little airport called Chaparral, where I believe we might go tomorrow morning. They have a little fly-in on the first Saturday
Oh yeah.
of every month, and it'll be the first fly-in of the new year, so it ought to be pretty big. Now I'm going to turn this around, so now you can see where we're flying. We're going. We're going to go east. You're basically flying along. We're a little over 100 miles an hour, and we're going to go out to this little airport. It's a little grass airport out here. I'm going to have to adjust the view eventually because you're seeing some of my dashboard there, but for now it's all right. Rob, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay, you got it. I'm going to adjust some view.
Slide you forward or backwards. Let me know.
That looks for good for now. Yeah, that doesn't look bad. So we've been up now for about 15 minutes, a minute and a half on the ground. I believe that, maybe a little less. So, okay. Where this? And this is eastern Colorado. It's not very exciting once you get out here pretty far, but then this little airport's in the middle of nowhere. It's kind of cool. We're at 7,000 feet mean sea level, above sea level, but above ground probably about 800 feet. So I'm not sure what we're flying over right this minute. It gets really random out here.
Oh, there's an airplane at about 2 o'clock. I mean, or 3 o'clock, a couple hundred feet above us, 2 miles out.
So I'm going to take this off the thing for a minute so we can see other things. I'll show you Rob, my buddy, right there. And then me. Hello. And then out there. By the way, for those of you listening, since you're on my channel regularly and I can see you, this is the 1-year anniversary of when I was diagnosed with cancer. It was January 2nd, 2025 when I got that devastating news. The year was spent fighting it. I was declared cancer-free after my surgery in April. I had follow-up chemo and radiation. My follow-up scans still show that I'm 100% cancer-free. It's one of, they say beating this is a 3% chance, pancreatic cancer, but because it never spread, I was in good shape. So we're in the helicopter. I'm celebrating. Here we go. And we're heading east. Here we are. I fly with Rob quite regularly. Now, during my cancer, it was for safety, obviously, because I was undergoing chemotherapy. And now it's just so he can be a pain in my ass and tell me when I'm doing things wrong. So this, look at this, just nothing but fields and fields. Do you ever think this will ever grow out? So here we are. This is the mount that I have the camera on. And again, I'm trying, yeah, So I'm trying to make it so we get a good angle, but you know, you can't. You're looking at my antennas on there. I'm doing the best I can. I'm gonna figure it out. Maybe I'll get a different kind of mount. But right now we're heading east to this little airport, and we are let's see, we are 13 miles away from that little airport. 13 miles. We're going now about 110 miles an hour over ground, maybe 105 roughly. Helicopter's running good. Let me show you the instruments here. Let me show you. Okay, so this is a little glass right here. This is a Garmin, and you can see the course line to that little airport, and I can go in and out on range to look at it. We can zoom in or zoom out. I'll zoom out a little, and this is the airspeed indicated over ground is up there, 94, 95 knots, which is about 105 miles an hour. These are my engine instruments, my communication instruments. Down here are our torque pedals, which keeps the tail rotor pitched so we can turn our nose to the left or right. This is the control cyclic. Now this cyclic, Rob, do the cyclic right, and let's show them what it does when you go right. As you can see, we're going right. Okay, now level out, and then go left cyclic, now we're going left. Now level out, and now you have us going level. Now, if you go down on the cyclic, that's not the best way to descend, but you can descend and build up speed. So building up right there, now come back up, and now you can go up the same way. You're going to lose speed. It's not the most efficient way. The best way is to use this sucker. Now that right there is called the collective, and what that does is changes the pitch of the main rotors. So the combination of that pitch, of the pitch on the blades, I mean, and then the pitch on the nose is there, and then the direction of the nose is there. Those three things give you your infinite movements, so you can go basically anywhere and any time and anything. So now let's slow it down and show you how wonderful a helicopter is. We're going to slow it down. There's the airspeed. Let's slow it way down, and we're going to hover. And that's the beauty of a helicopter. You see, we're moving forward right now. You can see right out this window. Right now, we're going to slow it way down to now. There, look at the airspeed. Just we're going to go right to a hover, and now we're hovering. So he's keeping a thick pitch on there. We're keeping that back, and then we're just basically hovering in space. That's what we're doing right now. Okay, now take us forward again toward the airport. And then I'm going to put you back up here. But basically, that's our altimeter. That's our horizon to tell you if you are straight. There's our direction, along with the compass up there. This is our rate of climb or descent right there. So that shows us we're going down right now about 400 feet, 300 feet a minute. When it goes to 0, we're not climbing or descending. This is a timer, that's all that is. It shows I've had this on for 21 minutes. You've been with me. Again. Oh, and somebody noticed a CD player. Now, that is a CD player, and it's in there, it's got a radio. I know, it's crazy. This helicopter, when it was built, had a CD player, and I just never took it out. You can still use it, it's still operable. This is a transponder. This is the communications radio. And this is my side, where my collective is. This is the landing light. This is called a governor that I can trim it so it keeps precisely the turbine right where I want it. And I read that right there. You want everything within that green arc right there. Now you have a governor that does that, but this does the micro adjustments for the governor. I mean, let me just put this back, and there we go. So it's kind of cool, isn't it? It really is. Now we're about 6 miles from that airport, and we're gonna go in and land on the grass airport there. It's kind of fun. We're in a turbine helicopter. It can fit up to 5 people. Mainly, it's best not to have the 5th because you have to take out the co-pilot seat to do that and turn it around. So you have to configure it. To do a 4-place, you don't have to do too much. And then we normally just fly the 2 of us, but we can fly 4 people would be perfect. And I'm doing this as a test because I always do it as a last minute thing, but my thing is to try to do live flights at the start and at the end, and partially in the middle, and have audio that works so I can talk. Before, the audio was unreadable, and we put an inline attenuator on it, and it seems to be coming through more clearly now. So that's what we're doing. So this is eastern Colorado. We're heading east in my helicopter, and we are now 4 miles from that little airport. So we should start seeing it. See if you can see it in the distance there. It's a little grass country airport. And I guess Rob will come here tomorrow for the pancake breakfast, right? They're going to have a New Year's first Saturday fly-in. There's no snow to ski.
Yeah, that's why I was saying on the tour. Somebody told me today and it was not that scary.
So I think I see the airport, doesn't it? Because it does have that one kind of runway on the hill, right? Not on a hill, but on a slope. I think I see it. Isn't it that clearing in the trees right there?
It's before.
It's before we get to those trees?
Look at that red barn kind of thing. Very.
Yeah. Oh, it's right here. We're right here. Here's the runway. Oh my goodness. So why don't you do us a favor? Let me do this. I'm going to bring it down, and I'm going to fly up that runway, that little runway here. You don't even know it's there. I got it. Well, yeah, but just since I'm talking and stuff, you can do this with me if you want, or just keep an eye on me. We're going to descend, and this one, this is actually a runway, believe it or not. We're going to fly. Let me just get coming down a bit. I'm coming down quickly. Do you see what is a runway, guys? It's a swath, basically. It's hard to see. I'm going to try to fly straight up it. Thank you for not saying trim. Okay. Now, this is a runway. I'm going to fly a little. Right here. So this would be a final. Well, hold on, let me show you. If I was in an airplane, final for this big, wide grass strip here. Do you see it? So I'm on final for this strip. And you see the red barn up there? That's like their main building of the airport. So here's the runway right here. So this is the runway. And of course, if I was I'd be on final right now, short final, if I was a fixed wing. So that's this right here. So this is the runway. That noise says we are 100 feet above the ground. It's a warning. So now here's the runway, and this is their one of their main runway. I'll show you the other one. The other one is crisscross to this. So I'll show you that one, and we'll actually land on that one. So I'm going to go around, and then I'm going to come in to that other runway, as if I was an airplane. So now this would be a left downwind to that runway, if you know what I mean, but it doesn't matter if you do or not. I'm going to go around and make a final on that other runway they have here. So that's what I'm doing now.
Tom, you're also doing a fantastic job of considering where the winds are coming from.
Right, thank you.
Landing at the perpendicular runway.
Right, we're landing into the wind. Although in a helicopter you can turn into the wind almost any time, but I'm pretending I'm a fixed wing. So now I'm on left base for that runway. Left base, and then I'm going to turn final right now for this little runway, and you'll see it lined by the yellow markers. So now I'm on final, and I'm going to pretend I'm an airplane. And I'm going to accept now what we're going to do is what an airplane can't do, and we're going to slow it down. Here's where tomorrow we will come if Rob doesn't go skiing, and we're going to have a little pancake breakfast. This is a country airport. Let me just land it right here on the intersection of the two runways. And you see that windsock, so I'm going to point right into the wind, and I'm going to put her down right here. Now, did you see that? I just touched down. How smoothly was that, folks? Now, when you see the windsock, right? So we're heading straight into the wind. So I'm going to go down that other runway. Oh, we got a little airplane coming in. I wonder if they're coming into this airport. Okay, so I'm going to take off, and I'm going down that runway. What's the frequency here from Rob?
I think it's 122.
122. Let me just tune this in case somebody's talking to us. Okay. Chaparral traffic, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel taking off to the west. Okay, so we're going to lift up off of here. Thank you, Rob. Okay. And I'm lifting up gradually into the wind. You do it nice and slowly. Get up. And now I'm going to point down this runway, and we're going to take off down this runway. You see the runway, the yellow markers. And now,
And the yellow airplane's now behind us.
is he landing?
Hard to tell. Looks like he's flying, continuing to fly north.
Okay.
Circle yonder now.
And now we're going back west towards Centennial Airport where we came. You got a time check, Rob?
It's 1:33.
Oh, I got to get going. All right. If you want, you can let me out and keep going for a little while if you want. It's up to you.
It's 122 now, by the way.
Oh, 122 now. Okay, that's why nobody heard me. Okay. There you go. Do it there. There. Okay. There we go. There we go.
And again, to land, maybe Eddie may be out. You don't know if you're
All right.
or we've got that big yellow sky something you said.
Yeah.
I think that was it. You can say hi to him. Let him know you're departing.
Chaparral traffic, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel departing to the west. Oh, Lyman.
No, it's not the same guy.
Nope.
Yeah, still the 960 Green, that yellow Skywagon thing. Don't thank you.
Oh, he said that to me?
Yes.
Yes, Chaparral traffic. Happy New Year. See ya.
Happy New Year to you.
Are they having that fly-in the morning?
They're going to be flying in the morning. I thought that was the morning schedule. Maybe that's the thing. They'll say they want to get morning together yet.
Yeah, I thought maybe they would get together at least for the first one of the new year.
Yeah, that's another thing. I thought the other one, I don't know yet. But if I'm thinking of something incorrect.
Maybe I'll see you there. Good.
Apparently you're working on some improvements in the refrigerator.
With me, all the world's a bathroom. Show me a field. Roger.
And that was out of heavy lifting.
Who?
Otto?
Oh, mean the guy that owns the place?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he does. It did sound like him.
Yep. Plus he's got that giant big yellow thing. What's
Yeah,
that
yeah,
thing
yeah,
called?
yeah,
The um, silk charger hat.
yeah. How do I? Let's see. Direct. Oh, I know what to do. I go there to here to there. That's what I do. Direct. There we go. Okay, now I'm just navigating towards Centennial. I have to get back to meet some chumps at 2 o'clock. Opposite when we get back. It's up to you.
Um, no, we can do a shutdown since
All right.
I'm heading away.
I mean, did you want to continue though? Just flying a little. Did you want to do? It's up to you.
Um, maybe. Let me think about it.
All right. So we're heading back to Centennial, and if you can look way out in the distance, there's the city. And what I'm going to do now is what I do is I listen to Centennial, what's called ATIS, which gives us the information, the basic information always. And then when you tell the tower you have that information, they don't have to repeat it. They only give you any changes to that information. We can't yet hear it. So I'm going to tune in the tower. I'm going to tune in Centennial, see what we hear there. No, we're not picking up tower or ATIS. Oh, there it is. That's Centennial. And this is ATIS. We'll see when it starts coming in. All right, so now we're flying about 1,000 feet above the ground, maybe 800. We're proceeding. Right now we have a headwind. We had a tailwind coming out, so we're only about 90 miles an hour, 85 to 90 miles an hour, and then we are heading west towards Centennial Airport. You'll see the mountains in the distance, the clouds above the mountains, and let's see. Okay, that radio's trying to come in. I'll turn on the tower so I can listen to Centennial for a little while I'm flying towards Centennial. We're 21 miles away. All right, so I'm hoping this live works out pretty well. In the future, when I do live, I'll do the beginning, some of the middle, and the end, and then spare the middle part, the long, if I go on a longer one. And let me see, so I can switch views. There we go, that's a nice view. Now you see my middle seat there's empty. And it's a beautiful day. Let's see the rotor above in that window. That looks pretty cool. So, heading toward Centennial Airport, and then we'll land. I'm going to be a little late for my lunch meeting. If any of you guys I'm meeting are on this stream, I think one of or two of you might be on here. I will be there. Let me turn around and look at the city again. Yeah, it would be nice. Should I tell people where I'm going? Maybe they want to drop by. No. I wouldn't mind. But, so we're flying. Do you see the city in the distance, guys? I don't know how it looks on your screens, but it's way up there toward the top of the screen. Are you looking, Rob, to see how it comes in? No, it's way out in the distance. Oh, really? Okay. So if I do that, can you see? No. It's hard to see on these. I'd like to get a mount that you can really see really well and then feed it. Like, let's see. How would a tripod be right in the middle here on the floor? Well, I mean, I would secure it somehow, Velcro or something. You think so? Yeah, I've tried so many different. I see what. Oh, and just feed vertically. Yeah. Yeah. Above the mount. Yeah, I tried that. I didn't know if I could. Let's see. Take the helicopter. Let me try. Let me experiment. That's what this is for anyway, experimenting. So let's see. Hold on. Let me just loosen this. So you're saying move this down? This whole thing? Right. Oh, this way. Okay, but first of all, what I'd have to... No, I know. I don't want to... You're talking about like this. Let's just make sure. Let's just see what this looks like here. Let's see. Hold on. Orientation is locked. Why is it locked? Let's see. Let me just do this here. How about this? There, hold on. No, I'm still seeing it. Uh, I didn't really do much. What's that? Right here. Over there, this way. Okay, I see what you're saying. Like this one right here. This. No, I got it. It's going to be hard to do when I'm. See, it doesn't move as easily as you think. See what I mean? Was this the way it was? I don't know. Let's see. It's hard to figure out what to do, guys. Well, no, I got it mounted this way. Right. Okay, no, we're not flying this way. We fly nice and slowly. Now let's see. Nope, that's bad. I'm trying to. How about this way? Nope, that's not it. I had it probably the best you could get it. I mean, with this particular mount. Well, let's see. This might be better. Hold on. There. No, then I show the dash. That might be a little better. That's a little better. So now, this is an experiment if you're tuning in. So criticize me for having an ugly feed. This is all experimental, this flight. So, that doesn't look bad, does it? It looks a little better for sure. You see a little bit of the mount. So we're flying around in my helicopter today, January 2nd. We want to get the audio worked out. So I have an attenuator we're going to listen to when I get back. Some people are telling me in the chat it's doing good. We're heading towards Centennial. We were just out at a little country airport. And let me see what it looks like reversed. Okay, so you can see me. Okay, so this is a turbine jet helicopter. We're cruising right now with a headwind, so we're about 85 miles an hour, 90 miles an hour. And not trying to break any speed records. We are 10 miles, so we should start contacting Centennial to the ATIS. This is general information, Delta information, so I'm going to listen. Okay, information Delta. Yep. Delta. All right, so we're going to enter with Delta. There we got the Delta and our Centennial Tower, helicopter 480 Tango Hotel, 9 miles east inbound for 9 miles east inbound for landing with information Delta to Alpha North. Oh, 0 Tango Hotel, Roger. Okay, so we have some gusty winds. Did he say 340? Didn't he? At 11. So we're going to go up. We're going to go up the taxiway. All right. Yep, 11 gusting to 17. Okay, people. So we're going to have a little kind of fun. I got it? Yep. I got it. And so we're going to go into Centennial. and they told me I can land at Alpha North at my own risk. I'm going to start descending a little. And they said it's 11 gusting to 17 from the north. So my hangar's up on the north end, so I'm going to approach the hangar from the south and go into the wind. You should be seeing the airport coming up soon. You know, I might altogether get just a better mount altogether, so when we do these, we can see better. Don't they also have remotes for your phone where you can trigger it and flip the orientation with a remote control?
You can do it with my iWatch.
You can control your phone with the iWatch.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
The iWatch would be a little difficult while I'm flying.
I'll set my cruise timer at 790 gust.
320 at 7 gust 2. He didn't say 27 gusts. No. Nah. He said. Let's see what these.
The wind changes.
The winds are starting to kick up, folks. So I think we're just gonna.
Southwest wind 220. There's a hard turn. Gusting 45 knots.
I'll get down lower.
I got it. My fella's on speed dial. Says visual.
I have him. He's behind us. He's closing on us. He's higher. He'll continue to be higher. I'm going to drop down lower. So when we fly low, it's good because then the fixed wing stays above us. We can separate ourselves.
Wind 320.
Okay. So that's the tower. We're heading to Alpha North, which is the north end of Centennial, where I keep my helicopter. I'll give you the combination to the hangar door as well. So I just realized I'm telling you everything else. Okay. Okay, so Centennial's ahead of us, and we are 5 miles from Centennial. I'm pointing straight at the tower, but you have to have a pretty trained eye to look in there and see it from here. And basically, they have a good east-west runway, and we're heading toward runway 28, which is. So now I'm down low, not too low. I'm going to get a little lower, so I stay well below the fixed wing uh, traffic. Their pattern altitude is 6,800.
Now what number of pattern altitude are you in?
62. Okay. So I'm going to get down.
What's your coordinates?
He's giving people directions, all the fixed wingers. He told us to go right to Alpha North on our own, at our own risk, meaning we have to watch out for everything ourselves. And where I land. So do you see the tower in front of us? If not,
I do.
yeah. Nines, what are the gusts, did he say?
1-6.
1-6, okay. That's not bad. From the north at 9, gusting to 1-6.
We copy.
How would you like to live in this subdivision right east of the airport? I mean, literally, right on the final flight path of 28.
I see. So the actual we're heading correct, and just again
All right. Now we're going to come in here. All right. We're going to go turn to the north so the winds are in my nose as I fly to Alpha North and land.
so we're staying with the taxiway up to Alpha. So taxiway 5,000 feet.
So we're lowering. I'm coming down slowly, folks. And we're going to come down to, do you see the tower now? Now I know you see the tower.
There's a beautiful American flag right below us as well, showing us where the winds are coming from.
We're 100 feet above the ground, as you just heard from my radar altimeter beeping. This is airport property we're on, and the tower is up here to the left. I'm going to make a right at the tower. Say Happy New Year to the tower. I got to keep that tower on while I'm in the air here, so that's 100 feet. No warning again. And I'm going to go up to the north here and stay east of Alpha Taxiway. They don't want me overflying that taxiway because that's where these aircraft are at slow speed and the downwash would get them. So now I'm going to head north here. There's the taxiway, there's that other runway. Now I'm going to go up here and I'm slowly descending and slowing down my speed. There's a clearing we're going to land on. Zero Tango Hotel Roger will stay east of Alpha.